video I'm going to show you how to use dialogues. These dialogues are used for getting input at runtime from the user. Okay, see, for example, this message box is a dialog. This will display some information to the user. Let's see how it's working. Just say hi. If you run this, you can get a message, hi. Okay, so if you want to display anything to the user at runtime, then you have to use message box. Input dialog. If you want to get any input from user, at the time you have to use input dialog. See, if you suppose if you want to add two numbers, if the two numbers you don't like to initialize here, if you want to get these two numbers at the runtime, at the time you can use input dialog. Let's see. Title, you have to give the title for the dialog box, and this is label text. Okay, I'm going to display this. I'm going to create a variable number. Okay, this would be integer type. I initialized here. I'm going to assign this number here. Okay, okay, so what error displaying here? Okay, this is label text. This is title and this is label text. Label text comes nearby the text box, so you have to give a meaningful number. Name number 1. Okay, then after this input dialog gets some input from the user, and we have to store this input in variable. So the output should be, we have to create a variable. Press Ctrl K and give some name. I'm giving number. Okay, I'm going to print that number here. You can't directly display number in the message box, because message box shows only the string variable, so you have to convert integer to string. See, let's run this. See the number. I'm going to give a number 3. Okay, it get this input dialog receives input from the user, and it passes the input to variable, number variable, and I used message box to display this number variable. Okay, so here next I am going to display select file. See, sometimes we have to select some Excel files or some files from computer, right? At that time we no need to in some situation, by using assign activity, we can directly give the path, but sometimes users should select from different file path. So at that time we have to use select file. Okay, this select file window display file names, so we have to store those file names. Whatever file name we selected, we can select only one single file. We have to store it, so I am going to create a variable. Selected file is my variable. Okay, I am going to display selected file. Okay, here this is filter. This star mean it display all the files. If you want to display only XLS, that is Excel sheet, then you have to give like this, and you have to remove this. But in our case I'm going to display all the files, so I am pressing the star button. Okay, it should be like this. Okay, let's rerun this. See, this is showing some file, so wherever you want to go and give, see this, it displaying the file name, the full file name, right? Next, this select folder. It shows only the directory. You can't select any file using the select folder. You can select only the directory. Suppose if you want to read all the file names from a directory, you by using this select folder activity, you can point out this particular directory. So I'm going to store this output in a selected file, Control K. Okay, then selected folder. Okay, let's run this. See, I'm going to select this one. You can't select any files. Suppose, see, it doesn't have any folder inside, so I can choose the directory. It has file, but I can't choose file. I can choose only directory. Click OK. I selected this folder, displaying like this. And this call out activity, actually this call out activity is it shows some message whenever we want to show some message. If we image something appearance on the element, we can show it. I show you how to use it.